All right, thanks for being here. I want to be respectful of your time, so if you'll just mute, and then I'll go through the slides, and then I'll open up for questions. All right. So our topics for today are receiving, staffing, flex, our district exhibits, junior base, and then your middle school district exhibit specifically. All right, so for receiving, we have ordered 297 or had 297 purchase orders. 115 of those are still open, but we are waiting on accounts payable, not you, because we have 0 teachers who have not done the receiving. So thank you for getting that done. And hopefully we'll stay in the good graces of purchasing and be able to keep all of our vendors. So thank you again for your help on that. All right, staffing. If you have put your name on the transfer list, please let me know ASAP, or if you're planning to retire or move to a different district, let us know. Our chances of finding someone fabulous for your students go way up if we know ahead of time. And how staffing works is Wendy and I screen candidates, and then we send lists to principals. And from that list, they usually make a decision. But both the principal and I have to both sign off on the hiring. So that ensures that we can make sure that our new candidate has some type of art background and can produce and is a good fit for our school. So again, let me know as soon as you know. And if you're on that transfer list, let me know what you're trying to move to. And if there's a specific school or a specific level, so we can help navigate that. All right, flex. Jamie did update the Art of Ed flex as of March 3rd. You have until the 31st to get those certificates submitted for Art of Ed. I did send on an email today that Cindy asked me to send on. They are doing an update pretty soon to their website. So if you have anything like in the middle of, so if you have any pro packs that you're like in the middle of them, you have to finish that up by the date that she suggested. And then also asynchronous from our department, those also are due the 31st. Again, you need to have 18 content, 12 teacher selected. And for anything that you've taken outside of Fort Worth ISD or Art of Ed, you're going to apply with the PLI department for credits. So I put the link there. It's also in our handbook. For the district art exhibits, there's going to be a manila folder set up next to your panels. In there is going to be your Velcro and your ribbons. We are going to have extra T-pins and supplies. Those are going to be by the kitchen, which is in the back hallway. If you are hanging any art that is like a canvas or something a little bit heavier, you need to add some T-pins. Also, if you bought the pre-cut mats that have a backing to them, you can either take the backing off or you're going to have to add T-pins, because what happens is the art kind of rips off the backs and falls on the floor. So either just take that back off, or you're going to have to add T-pins to that art to keep it on the panels. All right, junior base. The payment for that, I already pulled that for the whole district. So that is in the works. We just send a big check to them. All right, we still have several schools that have not put in their field trip request, and I'm going to go over that list in just a minute. That is due tomorrow, and you're going to look at the handbook for detailed instructions on that. Student entries, that deadline is going to be during spring break, so on the 17th, but they will have until the 24th to, like, I think, do the certification deadline. And then that event is April 1st. So we are going to share buses, probably by pyramid, and pick up multiple schools with a bus. Just FYI on that, but we do need those forms. This is who we still need forms from, in no particular order, just based on the list of base teachers. McClung, and we only need one teacher per school to get the forms in. Forest Oak, Forest Oak 6, Meadowbrook, McLean, oops, think it's supposed to be McLean 6. Sorry. Oops. Monig, JP Elder, ALA, Daggett, Stripling, Kirkpatrick, Leonard, Daggett Montessori, Rosemont, and Benbrook Middle High School. So if you work at one of those schools, talk to your other teachers, decide who is going to get that paperwork in, but we do need to have it submitted tomorrow, and your principals need to sign off on that. And so get on that as soon as possible.
Start so like hard-ish, like weird.
All right, Brianna, can you mute? All right, District Art Show, your slides are due today. So those should be uploaded in the shared drive. And you need to have those slides updated in order to participate in the in-person art show. Your hanging dates for that are the 21st and 22nd. You do need your teacher badge to get into that building. It's the Teaching and Learning Center. We call it the TLC. And there's plenty of parking, but those are the times that they are going to allow us in the building. Going to send out those letters on the 24th, and then our exhibit will be on the 30th. I know that you have a lot this month, and I apologize. They kind of moved up the timeline for junior vase. And so that kind of put everything all at once. So we will do better next year. Again, sorry that this is a really busy month, but then you'll be really good for April and May. You smooth sailing from there on out. But I know that this is a lot this month. So biggest thing is we need to get you to put those slides in today, and make sure you are updating your student information by those deadlines for junior vase. And I think your students will have a fabulous time for that in-person event. Wendy and I will reach out to you about some mock interview opportunities if you're interested with us. Like sometimes it's good to have your kids talk to a stranger, meaning me and Wendy, and we'll work out some times after spring break. Her and I will coordinate to see if any of them are interested in that. We had a few takers from the high school level. Probably the best thing for us to do is figure out when during your school day you have those kids, like or a group of those kids, and us come during that time. We tried some after school and just not that many of them were willing to stay, because I know transportation is a big issue. But any questions on what you're doing?
I see one question in the chat. So I sent out an email today, and it has a link to the Google Slides. I don't know who asked that question, but it had a link to the Google Slides, and it also had a link to the parent letter. So if you did not receive an email, please email me, but I sent it out earlier today, so you should have received one.
And I can show you where that is also. Let's see. So if you go to shared drives and you go to the visual arts department, there is art exhibit submissions. You're going to see required art exhibits, district art exhibits, middle school, and then you are listed by name. Okay.
You want to turn yours down real quick? Ashley just got it updated of new teachers. She was going off another list. So all the new teachers that didn't get them, she's going to send you a link before she leaves for work right now. So Christine, you were one of those that she didn't have on that list.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. But I think, yeah, your name is in there, Christine.
Okay, maybe I just got lost in all my emails. I'll double check.
Yeah, but it is, you can't just get there from the shared drive.
Yeah,
Right, you can
I'm
use
looking
it.
at it now.
Okay.
So I think I'm in.
Okay, perfect.
Tiffany,
Yes.
I'm home with COVID
Oh, no.
and I don't have a way to get my field trip thing. The
Um,
hands-on part of the field trip thing. What part do I need to do and how can I do it at home?
You're gonna have to tell Cole that, Cole, I see you're on here. Can you
Yep, I'm here.
get that field trip form turned in because Penland will need to sign it.
Yep, I can help, but anyway.
Okay. So basically the same that you guys did with base, except just that April 1st date. Okay.
Yep, sounds
And-
good.
And then just, but you can wait on the permissions forms. But I think you'll have to have your, oh, you don't even need a substitute number because it's on a Saturday. So, but Cole, if you have questions, reach out to Jamie. She handles the substitute stuff a lot more than, or the field trip stuff quite extensively. So reach out to her and she can help you as well. But yeah, we do need his signature on that.
All right, sounds good.
All right. And sorry you're feeling sick. Hopefully it's a mild case.
Well, it's not mild right now, but
Ugh.
maybe it'll be short.
Okay.
We'll go with short-lived because the mild part
Uh.
is already a done deal. It's not happening.
Oh, goodness. So I guess you just wanted a super long spring break, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
So- Oh, I thought we were
Exactly
done
what
with
we're looking
COVID.
for.
That's not good. Oh, goodness.
I know.
Oh, that's a bummer. Well, I hope you have a speedy recovery. All right, other questions?
Okay, on the bus, can one of us ride the bus and one drive? Because some of the kids need to leave as soon as they can. You
Mm.
know, like instead of me and Miss Denham ride the bus together, we need to, because some of the kids have other commitments afterwards.
Right, but we're not allowed to drive them. So their parents can pick them up.
Oh, no, not drive them.
Oh,
Not-
yeah.
not-
As long as you just have to have, it depends on how many students you have. We're supposed to be,
Oh.
so if you have less than 15 between the two of you, then yes, only one of you have to ride the bus. But if you have more than that, then you either need to bring another volunteer, but 15-1 is what they suggest. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I would never drive a kid.
well, yeah, that's,
Yes.
yeah, don't,
Uh,
my recommendation is don't drive kids.
Oh, I would never do that. Yes. That's a
So-
bad idea.
Hi.
Hi,
I'm
Kendra.
a new here. I've never done a field trip before, so I have no idea where to start. Like,
Okay,
I mean, I have only 2 kids that want to go.
right. And that is
so-
fine. Thank you for signing them up. You're gonna go to the art handbook. And there is a page 70, gives you detailed
Yeah.
instructions on how to do your field trip form. And also the forms are in the command center as well. But your
But
school
like, for
secretary,
example, it's just me, right? So like
it's you
when
and the
I'm
two
there,
students.
like we're hanging out the whole time, right?
Yes.
But like, do I get a bathroom break?
Oh,
What do I
oh.
do with kiddos if I need to go to the bathroom?
Oh, yeah, it's not that serious. They're also gonna be like going and they're gonna be waiting to interview. You don't have to actually have, like, you wanna have an idea where they are, but if you need to use the facilities, there's gonna be a lot of us around. Most
Yeah.
people only have a few students, and so there's gonna be plenty people around to kind of keep an eye on the students. It is not like the classroom where you have to keep your eyes on them 100% of the time. Also, we're pretty much taking really good kids, and so they don't.
Yeah.
They're gonna be well behaved. It's, you know, when I took kids on field trips, I wasn't taking everyone. I was taking the ones that I could trust outside my building. So yeah, I'm sure these are the kids that you can trust to leave for a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Kendra, you'll probably get with some other teachers,
Mhm.
and then, you know, your kids will hang out too, so you don't have to sit in the corner by yourself.
Right?
Yeah. And Wendy and I will be kind of in and out. We'll come and say hello and
Mm,
visit.
okay.
And, you what? Yeah, so but mostly your kids go, they interview, and then they wait to see if their pieces have scored at the highest level. And which will be a level 4. So we're opposite of UIL. UIL 1's the top, you score a 1 is the top, but VASE and junior VASE, the top score is a 4. So, and then later on that evening, you'll go back and get the artwork separate from your students. And you can kind of take turns by school. Like usually we would, just one teacher from the school go and get the art. But, okay, but yeah, thanks for signing up, especially those of you who are doing this for the first time ever. Thanks for taking that leap of faith and helping your students do this. I think it's going to be really great results for them. And also it's really good data for us to be able to keep getting money to support our programs. So as we continue to have this declining population, we want to advocate for programs that are doing well, and how we show we're doing well as we compete at this level. And this is our state competition. And so that's what we have to do to keep justifying the spending. So as I'm working on budgets right now, I'm grateful that so many of you are willing to participate and help your students at this level. So that it looks really good for our department. And we continue to grow. Ours is one of the few fine arts that just our numbers keep building. So they must love what you're doing. So keep that up. All right, other questions?
Really quickly. So the art show this year is not at the library. It's a different location.
Correct. The library, they are selling the central library.
Oh,
Yes. And so last year they told us, sorry, we're going to sell the building, can't have it here anymore. Also, we're hoping by having it all upstairs, we wouldn't have the homeless all around us, but they closed the downstairs. And so then we still had the homeless all around us last year. So we decided to switch to one of our Fort Worth ISD buildings, which is the Teaching and Learning Building. Used to be a grocery store, but they renovated it, and it's a very, very nice building. It is on the east side. Sorry, it's kind of a trek from Benbrook, but lots of parking, so you don't have to fight that anymore. And pretty much we're going to be set up in the hallways, and yeah, so we won't have to work around another company's schedule besides our own. So
sounds good. The parking is a great change.
yes, the parking is a great change. So there's plenty of parking, and there'll be plenty of parking for your parents as well. More questions?
Somebody put in the chat. So yes, if you have ceramic pieces that are not yet fired, and they're not going to be fired, they're not fired right now, so you don't have a photograph of it to put in your slideshow, that's completely fine. I need you to go ahead and make a placeholder for that though. So actually create the slide, put in the student information, and just leave the photo blank. And then when you have the photo ready, stick it in there. I don't know who answered that question or asked that question, but
My name was Angela.
Thank you.
you're welcome, Angela.
All right, but again, if you run into an issue, just let us know. We want to help. We don't want this to be a stressful situation. Again, we apologize that we have both of these at the same time. We will do better next year, I promise. So you're going to be very, very happy in April, I promise. So. All right, well, if you don't have any other questions, have a fabulous spring break, and we will see when you get back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alrighty.